Hello, so today we're going to look at currency exchange in the financial maths part of our book, chapter 3, and we are looking at page 44, question 2. Page 44, question 2. A bread maker costs $75 to buy online. The exchange rate is €1 is $1.25. Calculate the cost in euro. So for this type of question, as in pretty much all of our work, we are going to write down the information that we're given. So our bread maker costs $75 and we are told our exchange rate in the question is €1 equals $1.25 or $1.25. Write that down when you're doing your questions to make sure you don't make any errors. So we have a problem. We want to know what this is in euro, but at the moment we only know that $1.25 is €1. What we need to know is what $1 buys us in euro. So at the moment we know €1 will buy us $1.25. We need to know the opposite. We need to know what $1 buys us in euro. So we need to find $1 equals something in euro. So we'll write down the relationship we know. $1.25 is equal to €1. Now we know that any number, this is an equation, and any number divided by itself is going to be 1. So if we divide both sides of our equation by by $1.25, then we are going to find out what $1 is equal to in euro. Make sure you keep your units on both sides of this equation. So we find out that that is 80 cent or 0.8 euro. Now what we want to know is what is $75 in euro. So we found out what $1 is. Now we want to find out what $75 is. So if we know one of something, we would multiply by 75 in order to find out what 75 of it was. So we're going to multiply both sides of our equation by 75. That's going to give us $75 on this side, and putting this into our calculator we get that that is €60. So our bread maker is going to cost €60 in euros. That was part 1 sorted. Now we're looking at part 2. If the postage charged is €10.20, calculate the postage cost in dollars. Now this is actually easier. We don't need to do any conversions in this case because we're looking at the postage is €10.20 and we want to know what it is in dollars, and we already know that €1 is equal to $1.25. So to find out what €10.20 is in dollars, we're just going to multiply both sides of our equation by 10.2. And when we do that, €10.20 is going to be equal to $12.75. So this is our setup for all of these questions. The other parts of this is just English interpretation, and if you write out the information you're given and what it is you're looking for, you'll be able to figure that out. But the key piece here is if you're given an exchange rate, you need to know what one of something buys you. So if we're told that €1 is $1.25, then we would find out what $1 is in euro and then work back up to however many dollars we're interested in. That is the key piece. It's called the unitary method, where we find one of something and then multiply back up afterwards. And that is the key insight you need for currency calculations. It's exactly the same argument as you would have done in ratio questions in first year.